Welcome to Niagara Falls. I've visited the falls many times over the years, and even after all those visits, I still end up finding something new every time. A different angle, different lighting, different weather conditions, a different feeling. It reminds me that even places you think you know well can surprise you if you slow down enough to notice. So this time I wanted to put all those moments together. The early mornings in the fall and winter, the quieter evenings, and the views from the journey behind the falls and the tunnel, to show a side of the falls that most people don't see. Coming back this time felt like a small reset, a chance to slow down, to step out of the routine for a bit. So I started the way I usually do, early, before the crowds. At sunrise, the falls feel completely different. It's calm and quiet, just you and the sound of the water. Niagara Falls gets busy. But if you show up a little earlier, stay a little later, or just wander a bit farther, you find moments like this, moments where everything slows down, where it feels like the whole place is yours for a little while. There's always a quieter side, except for the falls themselves. Those are loud no matter what. Niagara Falls sits right on the border between Canada and the United States. From the Canadian side, you can see all the waterfalls that make up Niagara Falls, and I do think we have the better view in Canada. Before heading down to the journey behind the falls, I walked past a photo of mine that Niagara Parks has hanging in Table Rock. And seeing it there just adds to the connection I have with this place. We descend about 125 feet and walk through these century-old tunnels. And then suddenly, you're standing right behind a curtain of water, with the power of the falls shaking the walls around you. This is one of my favorite ways to experience the power of Niagara Falls up close. And then there's a tunnel at the Niagara Parks Power Station. You take an elevator down about 180 feet. And from there, you walk through a 2,200-foot tunnel that used to carry water out of the old power plant. At the end, it opens up to this amazing view right at the river's edge. A completely different angle of the falls. And then there's winter. It might be my favorite time to visit and capture this place. The air gets colder, the mist turns to ice, and everything starts to look a little more magical and surreal. Even on the coldest days, the water never fully freezes. What does freeze is the mist, which creates huge ice formations around the falls and along the riverbanks. Trees, railings, lampposts. Everything near the falls turns into a layer of ice. It's one of the best times for photos. The views you've seen 100 times suddenly feel new again. Winter is one of the quietest seasons, so you really can have moments where it feels like it's all yours. It reminds me how familiar places can still surprise you if you let them. By evening, Niagara Falls changes again. The lights come on, the colors are bright and vibrant, and the cold air gives the water a different kind of energy. The very first lighting happened in 1860, and regular nightly illumination started in 1925. The modern LED system is about 3 times brighter and uses much less energy than the old lamps. And then the fireworks start, timed perfectly with a night sky. Watching the colors rise over the falls, it feels like a fitting way to end the day. This is why I keep coming back, for the chance to see something familiar in a new light.